Another one is a program which I started with some friends also who are passionate, and it's called Secretariat Malaysia Prihatin. We're still at it. We are very slow because we have a lot of setbacks, and we're still working. And in fact, we've already completed our database of the pilot project, and we realize how much help they actually need. In the rural, yes, they got now shopping complexes and things like that, but mentality is so sad. They don't really care for the old. They don't really. They leave the old to fend for themselves. And all of them have gone to the city to work. Some of you may be here and go back once a year only for Hari Raya. And that's very sad. So I think the people out there need our help. If all of us can go back one day, if you want, we can all go back with you and help you brighten up the kampung. I was sad to find out when I went, I saw trees laden with mango, with jambu, and my children and all our nieces and nephews, and I brought all the staff at that time from Sri Perdana. They were jumping and climbing the trees, but the fruits were all on the floor and nobody picked it up. But if you actually went and collected and had a basket full, they could sell it. But you see, they have become so accustomed to waiting for someone to come and help them. So it would be a good program to do, to go back and help them to help themselves. So that's another program. I keep myself busy. But what I do not miss at all is actually the public life. The public life was terrible. I was not used to it. I'm not used to it. It's rushing, rushing, rushing. You don't have time, for the family. You don't have time for yourself. You always have to pop yourself with vitamins and make sure that, you have a program, you're not feeling well, doctor follows you, pop, take this, do this. It's horrible because you're not really yourself. You're there, and I don't mind smiling. I think smiling is free, but, you're smiling for all the wrong reasons. And you see things that you're not happy, you cannot say anything. You have to keep quiet. Now I actually do be a bit vocal. If I think it's wrong, it's wrong. If I think the people like the Paralympics are not given attention, I say so, because they need it, and they need voices like this. But I'm glad for the time that I served with Patla, because it gave me the opportunity to do these things. If I was on my own, it would be very hard for me to set up these things. So I'm very grateful for that. But what I share with Patla, what Patla and I talk about, actually we have a lot to talk about. One of the most recent things that we talked about was the Allah issue. Being a convert, I see two sides, and I shared with Patla. Patla, you see, Islam is so simple, but people take it sometimes too seriously and take it too narrowly. They wear this, horse you have to put blinkers on a horse so they cannot look left and right. So sometimes people think like that. They're all in the box, not out of the box. So we actually share the same opinion, but it was for Patla to handle it, but we just share opinions like that, just among ourselves. And there were a lot of things that Patla didn't realize about me and my family and our style of living, so that was something new for him. So he asked me a lot of questions on why we do this and why we think this way. It was entirely, we come from entirely different kind of upbringing, entirely different kind of cultures. I'm Siti, he is from Kepala Batas. So, that we can talk and we can compare and we can write a thesis about it, but it's very interesting. And there are lots of other things. We talk about culture, we talk about people, we talk about religion. Every morning when he reads the Quran, just a short passage, we talk about it so that we actually understand what it means and not take things for granted. And sometimes in the car, and we are passing by, and if we happen to see look at the gardens of houses, and we say, why people they don't care about, things like this. Why they're so dirty, they don't care about the house. Why these buildings so, not taken care of. Now, like normal things that you would talk, husband and wife. And when the children come, actually, we can all sit down, all of us, and these are the things we talk about. But politics is not talked on the table. So if there are any political issues and whoever is involved, then they go aside and they talk about it. But honestly, if I were to, be reborn again, I'd choose the same life I have now. I will not be a politician for sure.
Thank you. We still have time for one last question. What about the ladies?
One lady.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'd like to congratulate you for the very wonderful speech. I'm a nurse, but when you talk just now, I begin to feel that you are a very caring person. And for a nurse, caring is the core business for a nurse. So I hope that one day, we would like, if for our nurses conference, we will talk to our nurses, because I felt that you are just a role model. You should be, very seldom. I mean, when I joined OUN, we got to know you. But I think for the nurses, this is the sort of caring that we need for you to, to impart to the nurses. Thank you. It's just a comment.
Thank you.
Actually, one of the reasons I'm so proud of OUM is because we take on nurses and teachers. Teachers are very important. Nurses are very important because you give them comfort, and you give them motivation to get better, and you encourage them and you tell them that life is so beautiful, so you have to live and you need to take your medicine because you lack of this or whatever. So that's very important. But teachers, you mold the children, you mold our future. So it's so important to care, especially, the first 3 years in school. It's so important what you teach them. And being strict is good, but, being caring and sharing and fun, that's how children will learn faster. And so the older ones, you have to be more firm, but still caring. You must. That's why I said, teachers, nurses, volunteers, simple rules. So if we can, all of us, start today, I think OUM, my goodness, you really will show the others and take the lead in volunteerism. Not many are. Everybody is so busy studying. So let's take the lead. Let OUM take the lead. Thank you very much.